There are many changing trends in the content management and archiving markets today. We see a great number of business drivers starting to emerge that are getting people to think differently about content management, to consider it a strategic investment and in fact a strategic opportunity to change the way you do business. One, of course, is going paperless. Despite being in a digital age, we still see a very high prominence of paper in business processes. Paper that is either printed and then moved around the office or shipped between different locations and organizations. Paper is still a standard way of doing business, unfortunately. And we need to help companies get over that by turning physical assets into instantly usable business tools that can be integrated with other digital forms of information and integrated with business process to get it there faster. So paperless is a big objective of most organizations today, to save money on shipping, save money on storage, and save money on time of processing information. Another big trend is an undercurrent that we see as a constant, and that's about risk mitigation. How do organizations continue to know what they know and to preserve intellectual capital, but at the same time ensure that we can keep the information we are required to keep and that we can get rid of the information we're allowed to get rid of, making sure that we have control of things in a way that helps us do business the way we need to. And yet a third trend is about the market growth. We actually see that content management investments are on the rise. In particular, in the Asia-Pacific region, we see about a 50% projected increase in spending on content management over the next 3 years. And that's a strong indicator that this part of the world, like many others, are seeing content management in a much more strategic light than in times past. The benefits and potential return on investment for deploying a content management system are very broad and quite deep. The first kind of advantage you might expect to see is around efficiencies. In fact, we've had organizations reduce the time to produce new products and services by more than half, which significantly contributes to revenue growth. In fact, one particular organization comes to mind in the pharmaceutical sector who was able to reduce the new drug application process worldwide by more than half, therefore affording an opportunity to earn up to $500 million US in additional revenues based on that one product alone. And imagine if they can replicate that across multiple products and multiple processes, the potential to earn more revenue is almost boundless. Second area of major return is on just pure cost savings. The ability to do things like turn paper into electronic assets for business use is an advantage that comes to mind when thinking of an office supply company based out of the US. This particular organization was able to literally save millions of dollars per year on eliminating pure shipment of paper around, printing costs, and storage costs alone. A third area of potential opportunity is creating new revenue streams. In fact, a bank that we've been working with for a number of years had an objective to double the amount of loans that they could process for mortgage processing. And instead of doubling, actually went to almost triple over the course of a 4-year period, at the same time saving over $7 million US annually in headcount costs. So fewer people, better results. These are some very substantial benefits that can be realized by thinking strategically about how content management can help you better operate your business, both for saving money, for mitigating risk, and most importantly for building new revenue stream. We know CIOs are constantly looking at priorities, what trade-offs to make and where to invest money and where they can potentially save. So you might ask, where does content management fit in the list of priorities for CIOs in today's economic climate and in today's information explosion? Well, you might guess from that last comment of information explosion that content management ranks quite highly, certainly repeatedly in the top 10 areas of spending and often in the top 4. We see that trend globally in every part of the world and expect to see that continue to either stay constant or rise over the course of the next few years, both as technology has matured, but more importantly as the information growth that is causing struggle for all of us has become a mainstay of concern in today's business arena. One final fact and figure is that about 70% of the world's information is predicted to be produced by individuals over the course of the next few years, but 85% of that information, regardless of who created it, will be managed by companies. That places an enormous burden on organizations and IT departments everywhere to think strategically about how technology can assist us deal with a whole new world of information evolution. Content management can help you solve your information management challenges.